Let's give it up, flappers. Let's hear for Josh Solis.
Hello. Excited to be here. This is my face when I'm excited. A kid asked me yesterday, what's the difference between a noun and a pronoun? And a noun is a person, place, or thing, and a pronoun is a professional noun. And when pronouns talk about nouns, they're usually like, those nouns are not as professional as I. Hey, is there a shorter way to spell acronym? I was thinking about how context could change a story. So, like words could change its context, you know? So I was just thinking about how when I grew up, for example, like instead of saying that I was poor, I just say that we were minimalist. And when I would go to bed hungry, I would just say that I was on a cleanse. And when I would get picked up in a crappy car, I would just say that we were restoring a classic. You guys drive? You guys got cars? Yeah, that's my crowd work. I got pet peeves when I drive. So one of the most annoying things when I drive is when you're at a stoplight, right? And as soon as the light turns green, the car behind you honks. It's like, really? I'm texting! Jeez. Can't text anymore when you're driving? I drove for both Uber and Lyft earlier this year because I'm an entrepreneur. Just kidding, no, I hated it. So let me tell you guys why I hated driving for Uber and Lyft. It's mostly because I don't like small talk. And I like when I have strangers and sitting in the back of my car, I don't want to have to think about them. You know, like, I'm always worried about, like, are they gonna like the music I'm playing? Is the temperature right? And I remember this one British gentleman sat in the back of my car, and he was starting to get uncomfortable, and he was like, "A little hot, isn't it?" And I looked at my mirror, I was like, hey, I thought British people like colonizing warmer climates. And you would think that, you know, playing the reggae and a Filipino driving around, he would think he would feel like he was on vacation. But no, it wasn't good enough for him. You always gotta trust your gut, unless you're constipated. Then you really gotta wait. So I'm born and raised in LA, and the Hispanic Mexican kids used to call me Chino. So Chino means Chinese in Spanish, so it didn't matter what kind of Asian person you were, they just called you Chino. So it didn't matter whether it was like Japanese, Chinese, Korean, Filipino, it's just Chino. So there was this kid that sat next to me, and he used to torment me, and he'd be like, hey Josh, Chino, do you eat rice every day? Do you eat with chopsticks? Does your mom know how to make orange chicken? It's like you're hungry and racist at the same time. What's wrong with you? And of course my mom knows how to make orange chicken. She gets it from Trader Joe's, and it's delicious. Or as my mom likes to call it, Trader's Joe. I had these people that moved in at the building, like in my apartment, so the building over me or the apartment over me. And you know when you could hear people like arguing through the walls and the ceiling? I guess they were trying to figure out where to put the furniture. So they were like, and I finally got a chance to introduce myself when I saw him like grabbing the mail, and I was like, "Hey, I'm Josh." And it turns out they just had a speech impediment, so there's. Anyways, just left you guys with that stupid joke. So, spend time, guys. Thank you. I'm Josh.
Josh Solis.